What's up, YouTube and subscribers? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I am D Hill, and today I'm doing a review on the challenge on MTV, Double Agents. That's the new season of contestants from past real world episodes. People from Survivor. They incorporated also people from some show called The Island and Olympians they have on the show. So let's get into it. So starting off, they have all I think it's 30 something contestants, familiar faces. They usually bring back the same people to compete. I'm sure they're like signing a contract to where they are obligated to do a certain amount of seasons or episodes or what have you. But the premise of this season is male and female, they're partnered up, double agents, and they have to win a skull in order to make it to the final. And there's only 10 skulls, and you have to go to an elimination in order to get a skull. I'm glad that MTV, the challenge, incorporated the whole bit about you having to actually compete in a elimination challenge in order to make it to the final. I think that's only fair, and people that in the past used to be like escaped by thinking that they were going to have to prove themselves, no longer. So it starts off, the first mission, it's like a color coding thing. So Lolo Jones, right off the jump, she's showing she's nobody to play with. The girls were doing the thing. Anissa, one of the veterans who hasn't won anything, surprisingly, disclaimer if you haven't watched the episode, she wins. She wins for the girls, for the women. But I do wonder as to why Anissa, to me, it just seems like she always comes not prepared because she just seems out of shape. And she wonders why her fellow cast members underestimate her. Granted, she does excel in puzzles, which hence why she won that mission. For the men, it was so funny seeing them do their part of the mission because it was like they were having like a sausage orgy. But nonetheless, that little bit with CT acting like he was in a Cinderella stage play, taking off someone's shoe, which it hit, I forgot who in the face. I think it was what's the gingerhead? He's also a vet. But yeah, it hit him in the face. Nonetheless, Fussy Fousey, whatever his name is, he won, which in turn, Anissa, she was the overall winner by a minute, I believe. It was stated. So she chose him as her partner. So all of them had to pair up, like in grade school, having to pair up who you want to be your partner to, compete throughout the season. Cam, she got swerved on by CT. She went to try to have him be her partner, but CT like ducked and like, no bitch. And so she felt some type of way and salty about that. She clearly just kept nagging on about that throughout the whole episode. But nonetheless, she was smart. She and her boo, Leroy, they split up because you would think they would be, they're together and team members, but they weren't. So they split up and to get, more, I guess, leeway throughout the competition because they're working with other people. But of course, whether there's plenty of other alliances. So they move along. Everybody pretty much were gunning, if not for the rookies, because it's just an easy person to throw in, or the top veterans, which were CT and Ashley. They are champ winners. So, they want to hurry and get them out the way. So it was no surprise that everyone was going to throw them in. And I just feel like it made sense. They are top competitors. Let's go ahead and get them out the way. Especially when everyone who wants to make it to the challenge, you're going to have to win a skull. So they were voted in, and who else was voted in? Oh, that's the other thing. Once you become win the mission, you are safe from elimination, but you have the power to now decide who to throw in with the chosen team to go into elimination. So Anissa, being smart and playing her cards right, she chose, what is the gingerhead dude? Who is the one that got hit with the shoe. If you watch the episode, you'll see it. Hold on, I wrote his name down. What is his name? Because I want to give my opinions on some of the team pairings. That's his name. I don't want to take up too much time. Wes. Yes, Wes was voted in, the one that got hit with the shoe. And so, let me give my opinions on some of the top teams. Well, it doesn't matter because the whole twist is, which I was kind of wondering because once the teams were picked, it was revealed that it was a girl elimination. Because you're thinking that both partners are going to have to compete against the other team, but that's not what it was. It was a girl elimination, which brings me to my point about how reality television works with producers. When did they decide that it was going to be a girl elimination? Before or after the teams were decided to go into elimination? Because that's where the manipulation part comes into play with producers. Because if they feel like, oh, this is a strong character, that's a favorable character, they don't want to send them home too early because they need certain personalities to carry the show. So they'll do certain things like, oh, we'll wait to see who they decide to pick to go in, or we'll listen, in the producer's room to see who's going to get picked. Then we'll decide which challenge, the elimination challenge, because they know who excels in certain things. That's how reality television works. Producers are nothing but manipulators because they do pre-screening interviews. They also probably have the contestants do physicals to see who's good at what. They know what they're doing. So the two girls, Ashley and Wes's team member, they went in. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Ashley, she ends up losing, but that leaves Wes and CT. So you're thinking, okay, what about the two dudes? So the girl that won, I forgot her name, but Wes's partner, she comes back. And I already called this before the host of the show revealed the twist, which the twist is the person that wins the eliminating challenge, they come back and they get to decide. Do they want to stay with their original team member or switch to the team member of the person that just went home? Their team member, or they can really shake the table or shake things up by selecting another team member up there that didn't have to compete in the elimination round. So it's very interesting. I like that twist. But at the same time, you're like, okay, what's going to happen to the person that doesn't get picked? Are they going to go home? Which I think they don't have a partner. I would think so. But nonetheless, I think this is going to be a very interesting season. I like the concept. And yeah, y'all tune in. Again, my name is D Hill. Click like, share, subscribe. And I always want to leave off with this piece of advice. Be inspired, be motivated, and above all else, don't forget to laugh, for I do think it's the best medicine. Have a good day.